Hello everyone and welcome to Coffee Chat. I am today's host, Rrain, and our guest today is Marilyn Crewe, who is the EDO for the town of Neepawa, talking about a very specific project today, the Children's Business Fair 2025.
Yes, thank you for having me, Rrain. I love talking about the Children's Business Fair.
And this is now what our third?
Third one,
which is fantastic. So first of all, before we get into any of my other questions, just tell us what the Children's Business Fair is, like how it works, what the whole philosophy behind it is.
Absolutely. So Children's Business Fair was originally started by a group out of Texas, and they wanted to give kids an opportunity to run a little business just for a day, just to get a taste of entrepreneurship. So Acton Children's Business Fair started, and then they decided that this was something that should be available to any community that wanted to host it. So that's how I found out about it. So the actual Children's Business Fair for Neepawa is for kids between the ages of 6 and 15. Mm-hmm. They have to make a product. So it can't be for reselling. Yeah. So they can, if they make bread or necklaces or painted rocks or grow vegetables, it has to be something that they do hands-on.
Is the services included as well?
Services, okay. It's a little more difficult to sell services at a booth. But certainly I have one business already registered that's going to kind of mix two things together, so I can tell you about that after. So there's Neepawa's Children's Business Fair has its own web page. So if you go to Children's Business Fair /Neepawa, you can find the link where you can register your business. The kids have to know what their name is going to be, what their product is going to be, maybe thinking a little bit about how they're going to pay for their raw product beforehand, and then they submit that form and it comes right to me. I send them an email, tell them they've registered, and then I work with them. Not a lot. It's a lot on the kids' hands. It's adults have to keep their hands off. Got to let the kids do it, figure out their marketing.
So you can work with them like you'd work with any business.
I could, but we really encourage the kids to figure it out on their own. And they have to figure out their pricing so that they're paying for their materials, but also what are they paying themselves. And then the day of the fair, it's going to be at the Yellowhead Center. I provide them with a bare table, 2 chairs, and they make it look however they want to display their goods to the public. It's open from 3 till 6 p.m. on August 14th. And the Arts Forward Farmers Market is also relocated that day to the Yellowhead Center. So that brings more people in the building.
Consolidated traffic.
To see what the kids have been up to this year. It's a very exciting day.
So as the third year then, what are some sort of lessons learned from the first 2 years?
Lessons learned. That's a good question.
Need more space?
I'm always dreaming that we'll need more space. So the first year I was hoping for 10 businesses and I think we had 16. Last year I was hoping for 20 and we had 20. So this year I'm hoping for 30. So I don't want to turn any little entrepreneur away. So we share space, but there's lots of room for more kids to come.
And so registrations are already open for
registration
kids right now?
Is open. I already have 8 businesses registered.
And this isn't until August
14th.
August 14th. So we're a month out still.
So you might see our marketing around. So if you see this bright orange poster at the post office or on social media, there's a QR code there. You can just click the QR code and it takes you directly to the webpage with the application form. And the details are there between the ages of 6 and 15.
6 and 15. So do you see some of the same kids coming year over year with the same business, with different businesses? What are you kind of seeing from our little young entrepreneurs?
I actually had an email from a mom who said, my son did this. Can he come back and do it again? I said, absolutely he can. So there are people that that this year is their first year that I've never seen these names on the application before. And then there are those that come back and sometimes it's the same product, sometimes they add something new to the table. So it's up to the entrepreneur to decide what they think their sellable product is.
Yeah. And I don't know if you would know this, but do you know if any of the young entrepreneurs are also continuing their business during the year between events?
Yeah, so the first year I had an entrepreneur that was then invited to come to the sale at the Legion that's in the fall.
Oh, the Margaret Lawrence Home Craft
Margaret,
Sale.
yes. So there was I was walking around the Margaret Lawrence Craft Sale, and there's my young entrepreneur from Children's Business Fair. So they do, especially if they have product left over and the the interest in continuing their business. Yeah, certainly.
So it isn't just sort of a lark that people join this. This is a lot of work, but it's a business.
It is.
These young people are making money and doing these booths.
They are. Some of them make a lot of money at their little booth, considering it's only 3 hours. So I will tell you about one business that has applied this year, because we talked about, is it a service or is it a product? So they have a pet a dog walking business. Okay. But so they want to promote their dog walking, which, are you okay? Yeah. Which is not going to happen at the fair. So they're going to have doggy stickers or other things that they can sell and promote their service at the same time. So they're thinking about what that is.
Big marketing brand.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. And I will say that's a they. So you don't have to do this on your own. Okay, some kids like to be the sole entrepreneur and the owner of the business. But I have had businesses that come in and there's 3 kids working behind the table. And maybe that's so they can make enough product. I mean, beading takes a long time. Oh, yeah. So maybe it takes multiple hands to sell the product, to get it all ready for the event. Yeah. So you don't have to do this on your own. Maybe it's you, maybe it's not your brother, but maybe there's a friend that you'd like to work with.
Or maybe it is your brother.
Or maybe it is your brother.
Family business
going on. Try and get along long enough to get some product made for Children's Business Fair. So, and I will also say too that there have been some entrepreneurs who do food, but there are very specific rules about farmers market food. Yeah. And I provide them, any entrepreneur that wants to do food, with those guidelines. Because there's certain things that they just can't make and sell from a table because they need refrigeration or whatever.
Food safety standards. Yes. Which is important to learn for someone who wants to do that.
Right. And so I'm more than happy to share those regulations, but I just don't like to disappoint children when they think they're going to be able to make some, whatever that family treat is.
You're not coming in and deep frying at your table. I'm sorry.
Yes, that's right. And some things are just not acceptable.
As much as we would like it.
Yes. Yeah, that's a whole different show.
Yeah.
Yes.
So obviously this is a real learning experience for the people who participate. What are sort of the skills that are these young people are coming out of this with?
So, yeah, that's a good question. So the skills are across the breadth of the event. So it's around that innovative thinking about, what would my business idea be that would actually be sellable to the public? So trying to think about what skills they have that someone would pay money. Yes. Yes. So that whole innovative thinking, planning skills, like how many hours a day do you need to work on your product to have enough to be ready for the market? Then the financial side. So you have to think about what is the cost of your inputs and how much time does it take? So then what are you going to sell it for that you make money on your product? So you have to think about that. Marketing. Yeah. What does your booth look like? Is it pleasing? Is it just your stuff on a table, or have you got it organized by price or by color or whatever, depending on the product? And your price list, is it well laid out? Is it understandable to the customer? Can they see that, the bracelets are $3 and the necklaces are $5, and they can figure that all out on your table? That clear marketing. And also your business. So the business name. So they have to have a name for their business when they register. So then some of them get really fun with the poster that they have to identify their booth and their business name. Then the day of, you have to have time management. you have to have customer service because you can't stand behind the table and be all meek and shy. If people ask you a question,
there's 20 other tables competing for business.
For the money that's walking around. And so, you have to be able to talk about your product and answer questions about your product in order to, make the sale.
Yeah, and these are real customers. This isn't just open to, your parents will come and shop. This is a market. Like this is open to the public. Anyone can come in and shop.
Yes. Hundreds of people attend.
Yes.
So
it's
there's a potential.
Very busy.
It's so fun.
I believe last year some people sold out of product. Yeah.
Both years already. People sold out of their product. So that's the other thing too. You have to think about how much product you have to make between now and then.
So there is, we call it market research, but they wouldn't call it that. But attending other markets, seeing what other people do.
Right.
So
and thinking about it ahead of time, not just throwing something together at the last minute.
So these are business skills, but they're also skills that translate to the classroom.
Oh, absolutely. Life skills. Life skills
absolutely.
For sure.
Lifetime
Counting
management.
money.
Yeah.
Like you have to be able to make change. And so then you have to have thought ahead to have a cash box, right? All of those things that you need to be ready for your day. Yeah,
it's not just your stuff, it's everything that goes into it.
And the parents can be at the booth, but they have to sit back. They have to let the child do the sale. We want the kids to have that sense of accomplishment when it's all over, that I decided to do this, I did the work, and I have money in my pocket.
Succeed or fail, this is what I'm going to do.
That's right. Yeah.
And certainly I don't think anyone does no sales through it, but there are, you can see some businesses do very well.
Yes.
And I think that's a learning experience for everyone as well.
Right. Absolutely.
That, maybe this is what it takes. A great idea, great marketing, a really colorful poster. Sometimes you gotta pay attention to what's working.
The whole package.
Yeah.
Yes.
For sure. So do you think that participating in an event like this, like the Children's Business Fair, is leading into our future businesses in the community?
I can only hope. I mean, if nothing else, parents have told me it kept them busy for the summer. So it's given them something to work towards over the summer holidays. Yeah. So so that in itself is good. But the skills that they learn never go away. Yeah. So I would hope that maybe one day they'd look back, and if it's not their full time to run their own business, that maybe
that's your side hustle.
They've got some side hustle that comes to Arts Forward Farmers Market as an adult, right? They decide they can make jam or whatever it is, and you just never know the seeds that are planted, and if nothing else, they've had a good summer and a fun event.
And they can come to this and I can have a table at the farmer's market next week, really?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, if it costs this much and you can budget it out.
That's right. Yeah, that's the thing. So there is no cost for them to attend this event. There's no cost for their table. There's no admission fee to come into the Children's Business Fair. So then they would need to, maybe it gives them those first steps and realize maybe they have to charge a little bit more, but they could then afford to pay for a table at Arts Forward.
At a farmer's market or at a craft sale.
Or Christmas wish sale or wherever
absolutely,
it is.
Where you get 800 people through. And
that's right.
And there's a lot of competition at that.
There is. You need to know your stuff.
So as the town's economic development officer, what does an event like this kind of do for the town?
Well, I think that the Children's Business Fair is kind of in the same category as What's the Big Idea. It's around that entrepreneurship development that is important in any community. Yeah. Entrepreneurs, someone who thinks they might want to start a business, needs to feel supported. And so by running the Children's Business Fair, it gives me the chance to talk about what that new business could look like. Yeah. Same with What's the Big Idea. It gives me a chance to talk to those people who might want to be starting a business and help them with the tools that they need to make a success of it.
So do you think that this event might even be inspiring for adult entrepreneurs coming through it, saying, if they can do it, I can do it?
You know what? I should have a table there marketing What's the Big Idea at the Children's
Absolutely.
Business Fair. What's next? Yeah, I should.
Yeah. So just in comparing those two things, then it makes me wonder, is there an opportunity in conjunction with something like the Children's Business Fair to have a guest speaker come in or something, or have those materials available to kids?
I don't. It's a full afternoon for them. So because we're there set up, then they come in at 2:00. They run that booth steady for 3 hours. Then we have like a little recognition ceremony afterwards. I really don't think it would fit.
Maybe not as part of the day, but maybe a video or something that they get as a kind of 2 weeks before you get this motivational video from someone who runs a big business.
Yeah, there's potential there for sure.
Because that's part of what's the big idea, is having those kind of supports available as well.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, the kids at the business fair probably don't need banking information just yet.
No,
but won't be long.
No, or how to
how to get a loan. Although you have to ask your parents for a loan sometimes for these things.
It's true. They've done that on a very small scale. Some of them, I'm going to borrow from mom and dad and I'm going to pay them back.
I've seen that from them. They say, this is the amount that I've borrowed, so we need to make that much to pay back, and then everything else after that is profit.
To keep. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of, it's great to see that those skills and that level of responsibility in kids this age, because it only, like the oldest kids you have there are 15.
Right.
So they aren't, they're barely of the age where you're getting that after school job.
Right. Yeah, so it's a good opportunity for them to see that, something that they do with their own two hands could earn them money in the short term and potentially into adulthood, right? And spark that entrepreneurial spirit in them.
So is there anything else you want people to kind of know about this event or about other stuff coming up in the short term?
I think that's it for today. Once again, Children's Business Fair /NIPWA gets you right to the application form. And I have 30 spots available, and 8 of them so far have been registered.
So we will link that application form under our YouTube version of this video.
Thank you.
So people can click on there. We'll try to get it on screen for the people on TV.
Great. And I think the poster's been sent, and it's in the...
It's in the rotation already, I believe.
Yes. So people can find it several different ways, and you can always call me. My number is 476-7607.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Rrain.
And thank you all for joining us. I hope to see you at the Children's Business Fair. So welcome back to Coffee Chat. Today we're talking about the Children's Business Fair 2025. And we are now going to be talking with one of our young entrepreneurs, Laureen Cabrera. Thank you for joining me today.
My name is Laureen Cabrera. I'm 12 years old. I'm from the Philippines. I moved here in Canada since 2019. Okay. And my hobbies have been painting, doing jewelry, and handcrafted things, arts and crafts related. I'm really into. So
that probably works really well for you when it comes to the Children's Business Fair, because you're already making tons of stuff that you could sell.
Yeah.
So is that sort of what got you interested in the business fair, or did you hear about it another way?
I heard it from my mom, my parents.
Yeah.
But even before doing the business fair and knowing about it, making money, it's arts and paintings and jewelry I was into and really love doing as a hobby. So even before I did that business fair, I didn't know.
So you were already doing it all.
Yeah, I was doing it all.
And you went in the very first business fair, so this is going to be your third time doing it, right?
Yeah.
And now you brought some of your stuff with you today.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at what you got.
So my paintings, these are my paintings here.
Oh, wow.
These are I'm making I'm still learning how to do landscapes, but I really like making flowers.
Let me tell you something, every painter is always learning.
Yeah.
Always.
We're always learning. Yeah. And then I'm also making some jewelry. So I also made a lot of jewelry. I still have more at home, but
these are just some examples.
I have this bracelets that I made.
Oh, so these are all beaded, hand-beaded bracelets. Very nice.
And then I also made this.
And in sets, okay.
Yeah, in sets. I also made like more bracelets that are like different styles.
Those are gorgeous.
Yeah. And then I also have more keychains like these.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You can put it on your bags or your deck.
It'll just snap onto anything, any zipper anywhere.
Yeah, even like your keys, you can put it on.
Awesome. So you've got quite a variety of stuff.
Yeah, I have.
So how does it work for you now with the business fair? You have to make like a certain amount of stuff.
What I've learned from other people's stands I've been seeing is like even like one thing you can make like even like for example like a lemonade stand.
Mm-hmm.
They make like hundreds like $100.
Wow.
Yeah, it's even one thing you can make a lot of money on it.
Especially if it's something that you like to do.
Yeah, especially that.
Because it's got to be something you want to be doing.
Yeah.
It's great to make money off of it, but so then when you make all your stuff, then do you have to plan everything else too? Like, do you have to plan all of your prices and all of your like posters and that kind of thing?
Yeah, you have to like plan like how much your money costs, like the products, and like how your display is and how everything is organized and presented. So like once like the customers are like really interested in it, they like see, oh, I could buy stuff from like this person.
Because there's competition, right?
Yeah, there's a bit of a competition.
So now this is your third year. Are you doing things differently this year from how you did them the first year?
Just a little bit different. I added some like more stuff.
Yeah.
Like products, like what I'm like those keychains I've added too. So, and then like bigger canvases and stuff.
Okay, so are you changing the way you display it at all, or did you find that the way you were displaying it was working for you?
Like for like the bracelet and necklace stands, I bought it on Amazon.
Okay.
Yeah, so I also have a stand for it when I made money for when I didn't have a stand. So yeah.
And so you've made money doing this, right?
Yeah, I have.
So what's that going towards?
That's like going towards like what I'm buying, like the new stuff.
Oh, like more supplies.
Yeah, more supplies. What I'm meaning.
So you're reinvesting in your business.
Yeah.
So is this something you want to continue doing?
Like yeah, I have been continuing, and I also plan to continue next year, I think. But other than that, that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah. And do you have any plans for the future yet? You're a little young to be thinking about that, but
yeah.
Is the art stuff kind of something you want to be doing for a career in the future?
Yeah, definitely, because it's what I'm really interested in. So
what would you say if someone was watching this and they wanted to go and do the Children's Business Fair for the first time? What is your advice to them?
My advice to them is like, you don't really have to go like big and beyond. Like just even a small simple thing, like you can learn from other people's business stands. So when you like start like doing what you love and like your hobbies and like selling them, people will see it, and like other like people, either your customers or your other competitors will give you like advice on how to do it. So yeah.
And have you looked at any of the like other like farmers markets and big craft fairs and stuff to get ideas for how you do stuff?
Yeah, especially like how like they're presented. That's how I look at them, and like how they design like their logos and stuff. That's what like I'm looking at.
So do you have a business name, or is it just under your name right now?
Like it's under my name.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
The business in the future, maybe.
Oh, business in the future. Like what I want to be.
Yeah. What are you thinking about doing?
I had this thought like maybe I could be a businesswoman or a CEO of a big company.
Well, you've got a great start for that.
Yeah.
Anything else you want people to know about your business or about the Children's Business Fair?
The Children's Business Fair, like there's like new things. Like recognized, like you also have rewards, like for like once you're like rewards, like how you're presenting, like the best display.
Okay, so there's like a competition for display as well.
Yeah, and then the like who has the best like voice on how you present and stuff like those.
So there's judges that go around as well then?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so it's really interesting.
So it's not just about how much you sell, but kind of showing yourself off to, future investors or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, thank you so much for coming today. I really appreciate that. I know you're on your summer holidays. You had to take time out of that to come here, so we appreciate having you.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank all of you for joining us.